company is Crystal Edge Technology Screens. Now, I'm going to show you something here that, like I said, as weeks go on, we'll have some demonstrations showing you what to look for when it comes to spotting fake in a demonstration, especially if screens are claiming to be ambient light projection. And I've been to this before with even certified screens that I've seen a lot of certified screens claiming to be ambient light projection at the end of the day. And the environments are like ambient light controlled. Environments are really super dark. So yes, this is a dark environment. Believe it or not, it's a dark environment. And I can tell you where they're cheating at and tell you exactly where they're dodging light. And I can compare our environments to this video right here. So right here, we're going to go downstairs. I got some videos set up. As before, I like to back up my technology. So these are things you need to look for when I tell you that people are pulling smoke and mirrors. They're not doing proper demonstrations right. And they're claiming that their product's ambient light rejection, but it's nowhere near it. As I said before, we tried to order from this individual 5 times. Every last order was canceled. Money was put back into our account due to the fact that they couldn't back the product. And there's no way in the world, if the screen is struggling in this environment, it'll never make it in the maxo zone down in the basement. It'll never make it. So if you look here, they put little lights in the environment to try to give off. There's a light going off, like they have a blue light here on the side. And then as you see, when he moves over, he shows the window. Pause there. I don't know why these blinds aren't open. This needs to be all the way up here so the light can hit the screen. It would be hitting right about there. Now, if you are making statements that your screen's ambient light projection, it's not. It's far from it. My screens that sit downstairs in my window, I got 4 windows that sit next to my screen at 127 inches, and my projector is 18 feet back. Mine is a 600 by 800 res projector. And you're talking about 215 lux, that's it? Are you kidding me? My cat's room is brighter than that. Literally, my cat's room is literally brighter than 15 lux. But I'm going to show you right here. First things first, this is cheating. If you're going to show up ambient light projection technology, this needs to be pulled all the way up to the top so the light can actually hit the top of your screen. Half of your screen is being blocked by the light's being blocked by the window. See this right here? This is what I'm talking about. You can't have objects in front of the window. Your curtain should be pulled a little farther back so more light can actually expand. And see how dark it is here on the wall? The only light he has here is in the corner right here. And that light's shooting from the ceiling to the bottom because he has a lampshade here. All along here is dark. Now you did the Sony pinball. The Sony pinball is an OLED demonstration. It has extremely black levels in it. And in the process of you doing this, your screen came up tan multiple times, which clearly shows that your screen couldn't pull a contrast level if it's light dependent on it. And it doesn't make a difference if you got 4,000, 5,000, 7,000. The higher you jump in lumens, the faster your screen's going to fade even faster because you're pushing too much light toward the screen. Your screen doesn't have the ability to be able to capture light. So here's, watch this. Now, Sarah, he points up at the ceiling. It looked like, oh, but the ceiling light's making contact with the screen. Not even close. You know why? Number one, your lights are all the way out here, which means your lights are probably hitting somewhere here and here. They're not making any contact toward the screen at all. You know why? Because it's dark right up in here. That's why. Nice and dark right up in here in these corners. If you had condensed lighting, I've had condensed lighting. If you had it actually hitting the screen, this whole section right here would be bright, extremely bright. So no, that's not making any contact. On top of that, your screen is actually sitting under a lip here. So that's not making any contact with this and this. So I don't know why you keep looking up at the lights. That's not doing anything. Now, if you look at the image here, usually people who consider screens to be ambient light projection, and it's sad, as long as you can see an image, it ain't got to be the greatest image in the world, but as long as you can see it, they consider that to be ambient light projection. No, that's garbage. Your screen is supposed to look like a TV. When you show up that meter, the meter only measures how much light you have in the environment, but the screen must maintain contrast, colors, and white levels all at the same time. Nothing must be lost from the screen. So we'll go over here to the Sony demonstration with a pinball. Now, if you're sitting there showing white levels don't mean jack. I got Bear paint. I got Sherman Williams downstairs. It can do the same thing. One of the things you need to show off the most when it comes to a gray screen is contrast levels. Because contrast levels are going to struggle the hardest. And you barely have enough light. You barely have any light in this environment, but your screen is struggling. All that's supposed to be bright and vivid. That's all washed out. I can project this off my ceiling. And my projector sitting on my floor is around 2,600 lumens, and I can project this literally off my ceiling with the lights on. But I'm about to do it. That's all washed out. See that? You see all that tan here and here? That's not supposed to be there. This is designed for an OLED display. That's not supposed to be. If you got an OLED TV and it came back with this kind of look to it, you take it back to the store. Why? Because it's supposed to be black. It's the first thing that's going to come out of your mouth. That's supposed to be black. It's not supposed to be gray. There you go. So if you're displaying an OLED demonstration, why in the world is all this gray here and here? All gray. All right, let me show you how it's done. See how dark this environment is? This is how you do it. We're not even going to go outside because I wouldn't embarrass you on that level. See my cat's room? My cat room is brighter than yours. That's my cat's room. This is where my screen sits at. My screen sits at 127 inches and a bay of windows. My projector sits back 18 feet from my screen. So this environment right here outperforms sure. I don't even have my lights on. This is a 1,000 lumen projector, 720p, portable. There's the screen right there. I have more light right here in this environment than you have right now that you're displaying. Wait, we're not done yet. That's how I know when I watch demonstrations and you hear me say, say that the environment's too dark, it is too dark. There's no way in the world your environment should ever be that dark if you're displaying a screen like that. It should never be that dark. Your environment must be fully lit. Sony 4K demonstration. And you're hiding from light in the ceiling. I project. See, that's the thing about it. You're showing condensed light in your ceiling. My screen is literally on the ceiling with light. That's where we want to go to. Actually, I need to go here. I need to go over to here. Pop that up on YouTube. Come over here. This is 1,000 lumens. Not 3,000, 1,000. See this? I can project off my ceiling with no problem. Straight black contrast level with the moon and the stars, no problem. I think I had that earlier on. I was watching something. Let's put on some pretty birds over here. Let's see what I want to do. I want to put something nice and bright on here. Let's see where we want to go. Sony 4K demonstrations. So when you're watching a demonstration, the environment's supposed to be well lit. You can see where they're light dodging in the video. It's got the blinds halfway shut, so only the light doesn't hit the entire screen. The condensed lighting is not making any contact at all with the screen at all whatsoever. See this right here? This is on 1,000 lumens. This is how it's supposed to look. And my projector was discontinued in 1999. That's how old it is. When I say your screen's washed out, it's washed out. See how vivid the color is supposed to look? That's how it's supposed to look. The colors are washed out. Watch when it drops down. Watch how the black level still remains black. See, no tannish, no discoloration. I could do this outside if I want to. It's supposed to look like a TV. See how shiny that ball looks? That's how it's supposed to look. It's supposed to look real. All that brass is supposed to be shiny. It's supposed to pop. Let's go pop over. I'm gonna leave that one, let that run. Let's go over to the ceiling. Sony 4K demonstration. I'll put you guys and take you guys on this here. I don't like what am I saying? I'm gonna put you right here. I'm gonna have to unplug my unit from up over the top. Sony 4K demonstration. You really want to challenge my technology at the end of the day. You want to really go head to head with real ambient light projection technology. On top of that, light coming in from my kitchen. So the black levels remain black. You cut too many corners. I'm watching these demonstrations and I'm cutting corners left and right. You see how the sofa, how high the sofa was up near the window, and you see how far you had the curtains down? No, you're not supposed to do that, man. Starfield screensaver. Try that one. "4K snow screensaver." This is what ambient light projection technology is supposed to be to do. Fully lit environment. I can come down here and I can display snowflakes off my ceiling if I want. 3D screensaver snowflakes. Again, you guys don't know what you're dealing with at the end of the day. You're talking about these ambient light environments. That's just why I laugh when I watch your demonstrations. You guys cut corners every chance you can get. You're lucky I don't live next to you, man. I look at it. No. We're not doing this. First things first, them blinds, pull them all the way up. Your screen is sitting tucked away. And I noticed how you took your screen and you put it over where the fireplace was at. You know why? Because the last time you had your screen, you had it on the other side, which means the two windows to the back would have struck your screen directly, and that would have basically been too much light towards your screen. You moved your screen in that direction because it would have less ambient light to make contact with the screen. I know this stuff already. Because when you're doing a demonstration, I noticed when you had the screen on that side, when the light was hitting it, and keep in mind, your blinds weren't even open. They were actually all the way down. Your shades were down, and that screen was swashed out. So imagine what would happen if you had your windows all the way up, all that light pushing in, your screen would have washed out even faster. But you tucked your screen over there by the fireplace, which had less light, and you put the light in the corner to give off the illusion that the area was well lit when it actually wasn't. This is a well lit area. Let's do a 3D koi fish screensaver. Let's show you the clarity on this. You can actually see ripples pop in my ceiling. Let's get to it. I can even turn the ceiling into liquid if I want. See those ripples popping in? How the fish move back and forth. And that on the floor is a 720p projector at 2600 lumens. You don't have ambient light rejection technology. But if you want me to test it, I'll buy it. Don't cancel my order. I'll bring it down here. Let's see if it survives. We'll take it to a max out zone. This is what we call the max out zone. Down here, well, yeah, meters don't pick up down here. There's no such thing as 215 or none of that nonsense. They don't pick up down here. Meter that, right? See this? Watch this. That's it. They don't read down here. Because of that. That's why I said your environment is too dark. Way too dark. And before you go in about the projectors, we test 1,000 lumen projectors down here all the time. So now that's out the window. Your environment's too dark. You should be to sit in an environment just like this. And I mean, not upstairs. Upstairs it's not dark. That's not, I mean, upstairs is not well lit. That's not a well lit area upstairs. That's okay. That's what we call it normal for us. Down here, on the other hand, this is a whole nother world down here. If your stuff works down here, it doesn't. So if I bring your product over here for testing, it's not going to pull up. If you were struggling that hard in that environment right there with that little bit of light, you wouldn't make it. You wouldn't make it in here at all. Period. That's why people, when you watch these demonstrations, I keep telling you, look at the back of the wall. Always look at the back of the wall. Look at the corners. These people, when they open up windows and stuff, there's so many ways they block light. He got that sofa sitting up there, and you see how the curtains are coming down just a little bit. Anywhere where if those curtains were fully up, that screen would have washed out completely. Completely washed out. Next time you do a demonstration, open the blinds up. See right here? I don't even consider that. We don't even consider that. We don't even talk about that. We don't talk about the door, none of that. Because you know why? None of that's really making contact with my screen. I got another high-powered fluorescent light in the next room. We don't talk about that either. The only light we talk about is this. That's it. Because it's the only one in the room making contact with the screens. And you guys are sitting in these dark environments. You can't even see pockets of shadows and corners and all that nonsense. And I can come down here and the max zone and do this. Let me see. I want to go with I got my microphone in there hooked up. I think my microphone is hooked up. Sony 4K demonstration. Sony 4K demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
Here you get to the video. Let me do this. Have some fun. Let's do both at the same time. So here we got the new technology, which is the invisible acoustic stuff we're working on right now. Something crazy we're working on, for holograms. We got a test sheet over there, and I got my big boy screens of 38 behind the back of it. So let's have some fun. Let's show you how it's done. Remind you, my meters aren't doing 225, none of that. We are maxed out. The meter can't pick up, can't read. I'm not trying to be rude here, gentlemen, but when it comes to ambient light rejection technology, I own that section right there. There's not even gunmetal technology that can land me in that area. Those dark environments you guys sit in, No, we consider that to be in the dark. And this is supposed to be a contrast demonstration. This is not even contrast. AK desired nature.
Getting that from YouTube.
That's not even a contrast. Oh, they got a new one. Moving darker contrast levels. Oh yeah! Bet you $100 Crow did this one in the dark. I bet you he did this one in the dark. You can't pull it out in a fully lit environment. Your screen will wash out. They must be reading my mind. They gotta be reading my mind over there. They know I like them dark contrast levels. So let me explain something to you guys so you can understand this. You see the background? You see how it's coming up black? That's how it's supposed to look. Not tan, not gray, but black. And you should be able to do this in a max out zone with no problem whatsoever. Not no half-cut shades and the sofa pushed up against the window or bookcases and all that other dumb nonsense. I'm talking about you should be able to do this easily in a max out zone. Where was your meter at, by the way, anyway? I never saw where your meter was positioned at. Your meter is supposed to be in the center of the floor. So where was your meter? You was posting your readings, but I never saw a meter in the demonstration. That's another failed demonstration. Oh, wait, we were over there on that one. Come back on this one. I definitely would do that one back to back. Hold on. I guess that'd be part two. Oh, this part two. So they got the extension for that one. AK Desired Nature 4K. It'll come up. Got the new one. Yeah, I like this. I love when you have dark contrast demonstrations. I bet you $100 this is done in the dark. I guarantee with that P2. Now, Jamie, don't put it in the dark. Bring it out of light with the rest of us. Come on here and play with us. Drop it at 720p. We got 720p. As a matter of fact, that's the only 1080p run. That's a 720p running right now. It's interesting because the challenge I gave you that you can't do, we do this every day. Every day. I got 1,000 lumens running upstairs. I got a 2600 running off the ceiling. Then we're down here, we're running 2 screens back to back. Every day we do this. The simple challenge we give you guys can't even beat. Man, you don't give us no challenge whatsoever, man. What's the point of why do y'all even mention my name at the end of the day if y'all can't basically do what I do? Constantly want to keep my name in your mouth, which I'll never ever do what I tell you to do. Sitting in dark environments like cavemen. Can't even do a proper demonstration right. What's that? Starting to get. Oh, we've been past embarrassing. We're way past embarrassing with you guys. Which one we got? That's this one over there. I'm gonna expand my screen, make it bigger. Let me see. Oh, we have a space right here. Sitting in the dark. This is ambient light projection. We're at 225. Please, seriously, 225. That's it. I'm not trying to be rude here, but that's not dark, man. That's not well lit. 225 ain't jack at the end of the day. I don't even know where you guys come up with that. That's a max out zone right there. We ain't picking up nothing on that. I want the focus. I want the zone. man, it's starting to take in more light. See how big my screens are? You know why my screen here? My screen is pushed all the way up near the ceiling. We don't have it down low. We want to be to collect as much light as possible. That's why I have the screen so high up. So the higher I got the screen, the more light it's going to be to take in. We don't dodge light in here. So that's what you should be seeing. You should be looking at the wall. Anytime you watch in any kind of room it's claiming to use ambient light projection, look at the walls, look at the that's why when I was watching, looking at elite screen ceiling light projection technology, the first thing I was staring at was the windows. When he sat there and said the windows were open, I was like, no, they're not. The blinds were on a slant. If your windows were open, I would have been seeing objects on the opposite side of the window, which I wasn't seeing jack at all. And there was no light pushing in. So they had a projector here, the screen here, window here, window here, window here. All that light was pushing this way. Now, if you had the same amount of windows that were in the front or in the back, the whole wall would have been lit up. So I wasn't impressed. Not even with their stuff at the end of the day. Not even with Diamond. Diamond did this demonstration when he had a $50,000, 10,000 lumen ultra short throw laser projector sitting this close from the screen at 100 inches. Man, you could have lit that entire area up in a baseball stadium. That wouldn't have affected that screen. 10,000 lumens? Are you kidding me? We're talking about ultra short throw? Oh, heck no. Yeah, you could have done that one outside if you wanted to. It wouldn't have affected that screen. I hate fake ambient light projection demonstrations. I hate them. Y'all don't do them right. And you sitting there showing, you're not even showing the meter, no readings from the meter, nothing. You're just posting whatever you're posting. How do we know if that's true, what you're posting? Where's the meter at? That was a good demonstration, man. That was good. They got another one? Get it? I love their demonstrations. Man, I don't know if they listening to me at the end of the day or what, but man, they be putting on some dark contrast. I mean, hunting for dark contrast demonstrations. Man, this is the 38 Black Widow right here.
New episodes tonight at 10 on Paramount Network.
No, we don't need it. We're good. Now, you see what I mean? Partey and Crow, so you can understand this. First of all, Crow, you did this demonstration in the dark in the P2. That's a failed altogether from the door. Even the pictures you got from it are a fail. I'm just telling it like it is. It's a fail. It should be done in a fully lit environment. Contrast levels need to be done in fully lit environments so they fade the fastest. So a customer needs to see exactly how much light the screen can take in before it starts deteriorating. So that's why he won't do the 1-year challenge, because he can't do anything at the end of the day. Everything involves contrast. Everything basically on YouTube is all OLED demonstrations, just about. This screen will be washing out left and right. Somebody get that screen to wash right, you just washed out. Y'all products don't work. Y'all fake. You're talking about cutting people using smoke and mirrors. My goodness. You people are the last picture we talk about smoke and mirrors. I can't believe you got that big old sofa sitting up against that window and the blinds pushed down, that little bit of light pushing in. And even with that little bit of light part, your screen still washed out. I didn't see you do this demonstration. So let me get my screen. My screen's pulling high white levels on this side, pulling contrast on this side, and we're in a maxed out zone. That's why I told you at the end of the day, the websites are fake, the products are fake. You can literally make half the stuff they have. We can make that already. Went in with this long tutorial over his screen paint, how you make it match the wall in his theater room. My friend was laughing. I literally had a friend pick up the phone. You could hear him laughing in the background before he picked up the phone. And said, no, I did not see what I just saw. I said, yeah, literally, match the wall in his theater room. And the theater room you have in there would match exactly software gray. Just color your screen. Let's go over to that other demonstration you was doing with the woman in the makeup. This is how it's supposed to be done, Partey. See the background? See how it's jet black? See how the colors pop? They're not faded and washed out? That's how it's supposed to look. And you can go on about my projector. Go get yourself a 4,000 lumen projector and watch your screen wash out even faster. Because again, like I said, jumping your lumen count on your projector is not going to help your contrast level. If you can't see black, you can't see black. All you're going to do is just add more white level to a surface that already is having a problem picking up a contrast level. You're just going to basically cause the image to wash out even faster. Go ahead, go get yourself a 5,000. Matter of fact, I would love to see your screen get hit with a 5,000 lumen projector and see what happens. If you're worried about the light in the environment washing out your screen, what's going to happen when you hit it with a 5,000 lumen projector? Watch your screen wash out. Then try it outside. So that's how I know your screen paints don't work outside either. Because if you're fighting to get around that kind of lighting, there's no lighting in your environment. You don't have nothing in there. But if you're fighting to get around that little bit of light, imagine when you go outside at 5 o'clock in the evening, you try to fire up on a huge, massive screen, bigger than what you have in that living room right now. That's 10 times more light making access to your screen. And outside, you got nowhere to hide. No walls, no doors, no windows, none of that. So I got a challenge for you, buddy boy. You got all that land out there, right? How about you bring up a 180-inch screen with that screen paint on it and do that Sony demonstration again? And you do it at the same time I did it when I was outside. We did it at around, we got the time. Alexa spoke it out. We did it at 4:53. I guarantee you, it won't be done. You know why? Because it's not ambient light projection technology. It's fake. Oh, man. You guys probably wish you never even dug me up, right? Pretty sure you probably agree on that one. We should have never mentioned his name. Should never mention his name. Well, too late now.
Why just rush to clean?
I was minding my own business. I was sitting there making my 38 Black Widow, minding my own business in my own world, chilling to myself, and here you guys running your mouth about my product because you're so freaking jealous. Now you woke me up again. Now I'm back at your back door again, and now you're sitting there huddled in the corner calling 911. But guess what? Your phone call just got disconnected. You want to deal with this for a while. So let's see it. I want to see these challenges, man. Matter of fact, like I said, next time you do a demonstration like that, again, open the curtains all the way up. And matter of fact, forget it. Take that screen and put it back where it was at, and then open your windows up. That's what I would like to see. And put the meter on the floor so everybody can see the meter readings. Because you're just posting meter readings and nobody knows exactly what's coming off the meter because you're not showing a meter. At least at the end of the day, Crow does actually show a meter. You're not showing anything. And even his meter readings are fake. Yeah, the meter sitting in the doorway. Sitting in the doorway on a shelf. Any light that comes from the door is going to disrupt the reading. Meter sitting in front of the projection screen. Any splash over from the projector is going to make contact with that. And the most embarrassing meter reading I've ever seen from this guy, he had 4 lamps in front of his screen, hitting the meter with the lamps. I'm doing it to show how much ambient light projection. Well, guess what? If you're doing that, take the meter out of that section and stick it someplace else so the meter readings don't go off because it's being hit by light in the environment. Good gracious, man. Let's see where we want to go here. Let's go to that goldfish. This is what you need to do. Next time you do any contrast demonstration, both of y'all, do this one right here. Do the goldfish. I guarantee you won't do it. Because you know what? That screen's going to come up looking tan. Can't believe you'll get on camera explain all that dumb nonsense at the end of the day, and you can't even back it up in a simple video at the end of the day. Crow talks all this trash at the end of the day, and he can't do a 1-year swap out. I swear, I wish I had an artist around me right now, really good artist. I would just have somebody paint me like Lord of the Rings, just holding onto your P2 projector like, my precious, my precious. That's how you act around that projector. You gotta have that projector. Without that thing, your screen would look like crap. So at the end of the day, if you need that projector so badly, right? And you can't swap it out for 1 year. What happens to the people who can't afford that projector at the end of the day? Are you telling them that they can calibrate their screen to look like that projector? I hope you're not telling them that lie. That's why you need to bring the projector down so a projector everybody can afford. See this projector we got over here? $270. Anybody can afford that. See my ultra short over here? $60. Projector right here, $109. $270. $500. That's it. All my projectors in here. Let me see, we got some more here, don't we? Oh yeah. That was another 500 bucks. That was 140 bucks. I think that was the most expensive one. That was $700 right there. You want to know the story behind that projector right there? I'll tell you. So I bought that projector off a church. Well, actually, it's not off a church. It's people who was doing it for charity. Like they put the projector up for charity, and it was going to a good cause to help people out. That projector needs work, about $3,000 worth of work on it. So when I bought the projector, I went to turn it on. I can see there was some damage to the projector. Now I could have went back. I paid about $700 for it. I could have went back and got my money back, but I didn't. You know why? Because the money went to charity. So I figured, hey, I'm not losing $700. I'm helping somebody else. That's why that projector sits there until I get the time to get around to get somebody that can fix the machine. Because like I said, I want to make sure my machine is fixed correctly. But yeah, it had some damage to it. I could have easily filed a claim. I could have got my money back, but that money went to charity. And I'm not taking no money back from charity. So they kept it, and I didn't say anything about it, so I just kept the projector. That's the story behind my machine over there. That's why you never see. I turn it on once in a blue moon, but after that, it's got a damage to the color wheels damage, so it has to be repaired. Other than that, I let them keep the money. Why would I go and take the money back? It's going to charity. All right, so we got the goldfish bouncing back and forth. Let me see. The other one I had in here, the one that looked like Optimus Prime's contact lens, that massive, huge one, couldn't use it. It was commercial. I should have read in the fine lines, but it did say it was a commercialized projector. You can't plug those into your house. You literally would short burn your house out. I think I have a video. I'm gonna go and find that video where I turned the lights on. Whoop, they dimmed for a minute. I had to go and get a battery pack to run that projector because literally that projector pretty much consumed that kind of power. I was even going to pay the money for an electrician to come in. And they had to run a separate heavy duty line. Separate duty line had to have its own circuit breaker attached to it. Oh, you have no idea how much money it was going to cost. It's going to cost more than what I paid for the projector. I said, you know what? Forget it. It would have been nice. It would have been nice. Let's see. Let's go check out some birds on this side. And let's go over here on this side. Where's the got the goldfish on this side. Oh wait, where's the wrong one? Where are you? Back here. Oh, stay over there. Switch over here. Is this new? It was 4 months ago. Go check this out. So when I sit down here, when I test my products out, we have to test them down here in the max zone. When the products are tested out, we use a 1,000 lumen projector. That's what we start off with. So when you guys sit there running your mouth about, oh, we only use the so-and-so, no. My screens now have the right to be used with a 5,000 lumen projector. My screens have to earn the right to land on 1080p. They have to earn it. We don't put them on 1080p for the door, they have to earn it. We start off at 720p, we start off at low lumens. You watch my demonstrations, I'll take a 1,000 projector, I'll drop it back 22 feet. Those some certified screens up there, don't have to pass those tests. But they have to earn the right to be on that projector. Unlike you can't be on a 5,000 because it's 5,000 to wash the screen out. My 52 Sony VPL FH30 over here, there's a VPL FH36, that'll wash your screen out. That's 5,200 lumens right there. That'll wash your screen out. Just like what's going on in that place where his painting picking up. 12,000 wash your screen out. Okay, let's go upstairs and let's grab the 1,000 lumen projector. Let's bring it down here and let's hit the screen with it and have some fun. Because I'm getting bored with the 4,000. You should stand here. All right, turn the projector off upstairs. We're gonna bring it down here and we're gonna do a demonstration. We're gonna take black paint and gray screen paint and put it against my screen on 1,000 lumens, 14 feet back, max ozone. And you're gonna watch my screen pour white level high enough to be able to turn the black paint black. It's not gonna pour a high red level. And it's gonna take the gray screen and fade and wash it out at the same time. At 1,000 lumens. And you're talking about 225. Please. I'm not trying to be rude to people, but they understand. These are the same individuals who talk so much trash about my work. But yet I can come down here and I can wipe you guys out. Just like that fast, that quick. And then develop another screen paint in the background, and still, that stuff would wipe your stuff out at 1%, which the gunmetal technology we're developing. Oh man, you're gonna wish you weren't born when that stuff comes out. It's gonna be absolutely gorgeous. If you knew exactly the ingredients you're gonna put into this stuff, oh, it's gonna be such eye candy. Parte, you care to go side by side with it? I don't think you want to. But the certifieds are going to have a rough time with that technology. And now, like I said, I'm going out and I'm shopping. I already checked last night. We're only missing 2. Now, like I said, I doubt we're going to be able to get diamond. I doubt it. And if we do get them, then, they're going to contact me. They're definitely going to contact me. They're going to contact me with a warning. Oh, I hope they do, because I'm posting it. They're going to contact me with a warning. Because I'm not doing none of y'all condition. We're not doing no ambient light controlled environments. We don't do that over here. So we're not doing that crap. That's not going to work. And if you're going to tell me at the end of the day that I have to have a certain 4K projector, well, no. Why would I have to spend all that money to use with your screen? The screen already costs enough money as it is. So why do I want to sit there and spend more money on top of that to get the screen to work? Nah. But the Dragonfly, I'm more interested in the Dragonfly. I've had diamond. The Dragonfly looks amazing. I mean, that looks an amazing screen. That looks like something that would give me a hard way to go. Not on the black technology, gunmetal wise. It's a very nice screen. I like it. I do like it. Just trying to get a sample of it, man. I don't think they're going to give it to me. So yeah, Parte, you don't have to go through this at the end of the day. And nobody's threatened by your stuff at the end of the day. You don't got to go through this. You're lucky. You're very lucky. Right now, you got to compete with Network Grade 773 and what's that stuff called? Network Gray? No, it's not Network Gray. It's oh man, I can't think of it. Software Gray. That's what it is. All right, let me go get this projector upstairs.
New X dissolve concentrated bonds. 94% less plastic with every refill.
This is how scenery is supposed to look. Not washed and fade out. Remember how washed out the image was? Not supposed to look like that. See how the ocean reflects? Your image was washed out. See how the colors, the vivid, how bright they get? There you go. See how green everything looks? That's what I was looking at the demonstrator. I sat there and said, his picture is washed out. Let's go back and look at that again. You couldn't even get the reflection to come off the ocean, off the lake. That's how I knew your images started watching me at this tannish look around the screen. Look how the colors, how vivid the colors are. It's supposed to look real, you know what I mean? I bet you my projector costs less than yours. And you got Crow sitting up there with an ultra short throw projector hugging his screen in the dark at 3,000 lumens. See how the grass look? It's supposed to look realistic. All right, you guys watching. I'm over at 1,000 lumens. Bring it down here. Hey! Just do your work. ambient light rejection. Not even close to ambient light rejection. Nowhere close to it. Let's go get this projector fired up. We'll go get my stand for it upstairs. If you notice, when you look at my wallpaper screen sits right next to a window. What we do with the curtain, we take the curtains, we wrap them up, and we fold them all the way to the top so you can see from top to bottom. All that light's pushing in. And you're sitting there with a sofa blocking your windows. Oh, mercy. You guys want to challenge my stuff at this today. You go out your mind. By the way, if you are selling a black paint, just be warned, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna buy it, I'm gonna get it down here. See, I noticed in your demonstrations, when you do the black paint, you keep it on contrast levels only. We do a white level test down here. It is pretty brutal, but I'm gonna put your product against it. So the one thing I know about black paints, that they don't generate enough white light. And the problem they have is they have a hard time producing at a max out zone. So what you're watching the screen doing right here, this screen is doing something it's not supposed to do. It's able to generate white light in an environment that's extremely hostile, like a max out zone. But I notice when I watch your demonstrations on your black paints, always an ambient light controlled environment. But I'm gonna test the daylights out of it. We're gonna take it, we're gonna put it against black paint, everything we can possibly think of, and it's gonna have to perform a much higher level. So this summer, I will be purchasing your stuff. We're definitely going to have it here. Let's see. Because after seeing that demonstration right there, that already let me know from the door. Bottom line, after seeing that demonstration of how you had your light position in the environment, yeah, your stuff will be easy to take out. All right, let me see. We want to go here. We got the birds on this side. Yeah, it's the first thing I look at. When I look at demonstrations and I watch companies that I can see where they're dodging light at. And the demonstrations, that automatically lets me know if I drop one of those screens in this environment, it's going to have a really difficult time picking up down here. But what y'all need to do first things first, you guys developing these great paints, you need to start going against some gunmetal, some real serious heavy hitter gunmetal screens. Because you need to go after the screen that actually ended your paint. Gotta get that gunmetal. Do tests, man. Always do big demonstrations all the time. Can't believe I saw that, man. A sofa blocking the window light. Come on, man. You worse than Crow at the end of the day in that freaking green bookcase. Good gracious, man. Y'all block light every chance you can get. And they got a nerve to be showing meter readings. Where the freak is the meter at anyway? How we know the meter readings are real? We just posting stuff up there. Oh yeah, somebody will believe me because I sound like an expert at the end of the day. Yeah, whatever. One guy don't even know how much paint it takes to paint a screen at the end of the day. I'm sorry, but I got to keep bringing that one up. I'm sorry, but that is the funniest thing ever. That is the funniest thing ever. So I'll make it this straight. What happens when you get into the freaking metric system? Because you know, basically, that's a whole nother world right there, basically adding up. Because you might get somebody from Canada and they use the metric system over there. So how do you do that over there? How does that even work? Well, that'd be interesting to watch that one go down. I guarantee that's got to involve somewhere along the lines sock puppets with buttons sewed onto them and a chalkboard. I guarantee you. And you guys want to sit there and say, oh, you're being unprofessional? No, 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 no. These idiots come on here slandering my work. Like I said, minding my own business, working on my 38, and these jokers all they're talking about is my product, my product, my product, my product, my product, my product. Now you got my attention. You don't want my attention anymore. Now you turn into a bunch of Karens, and then you want to cry and whine about me harassing you. No, you're going to do your challenges. As you're supposed to. No one should ever, I should never have to go to them and say, hey, look, you need to do such and such and so. Never. They should do that automatically. Automatically, you should do that. I got to give y'all challenges. Trevor's sitting up there hugging his P2 in the corner. I'm never going to separate from you, never. We're going to be together forever. Forever. You know, we can never know the truth. Yeah, your crap don't work. Anybody can make your paint at the end of the day. Your paint ain't hard to make. I can call ingredients out left and right. It'll be better than your paint. Or any one of the lists under the network grade 773, that whole section in there, it will match all your stuff. I guarantee it will match everything you have over there. Easily. Now, if I'm sitting there saying this, shouldn't you think they should go out and basically buy those paints and prove me wrong? Ain't gonna happen. That's why I said, naysayers, don't come in my room talking about how, oh, he's this, that, and the other. He doesn't know how much paint it takes to paint a screen at the end of the day. There you go. That intelligence level is gone. 2 quarts. Come on. Think about it. 2 quarts. Look at my screen right now. Look at this. My screen's 129. Matter of fact, this is 180 inches on the wall right now. You want me to tell me you'll look at this wall and you think 2 quarts is going to paint that in? That's a 180-inch screen, approximately. So if you look at this screen right here and you think 2 quarts is going to paint that in, yeah, you have failed the freaking... I'm not going to say what you are, but you could be if you be that at the end of the day. So you mean to tell me that you're going to look at this and tell me that 2 quarts is going to paint this in? Honestly? And now we're talking about a 300-inch screen? Yeah. Somebody don't know math. And mind, you can't say it was a mistake. He can't say it's been there for a while. We even went back and checked and it's still there. And they wanted to dismantle him. Oh, 3 100-inch screens. Oh, please show me. Because that's a 100-inch screen right there. That's a 116.9 screen right there. Tell me how 3 of those are going to go into making a freaking 300-inch screen. So don't come on my channel talking about this, that, and the other. So if you follow a fool, you are a fool at the end of the day. And at that, you got house paint on your wall. All you did was just prime your wall. That's basically all you did. Let me go over here and prime this wall. This is paint. Well, the good thing about it is when you get ready to move, at least it'll be easy to paint over because, our stuff needs to paint, but you already primed it already. Matter of fact, you probably don't need to paint it. You just primed it. That's all. They got to repaint the apartment anyway. They always do. They got to repaint the apartment. Anytime you move out of a place, they always repaint. Always. So all you did was just prime the wall. Guy can like, nah, we're good. They primed already. We're good. They already did the prime already. We primed. We're good. So they see that glitter in it. You got glitter in your paint, by the way. We know that. Definitely got glitter in your paint. Let me see. What's the remote control? I hate this, man. Remote controls are like right behind the unit. They be like, the remote controls can't be found. All right. Let's see what we got going on here. Remote controls are right here. Literally. You get it clicking? But she don't want to read it. Because she's having an attitude. Lexus is having an attitude. Like, no. You never say hello when you come on. You don't appreciate. Oh, okay, now I have to disconnect you. Put you back in then. Okay. There we go. The thing about it, man, these people mislead people on so many levels. They get on camera, they have no idea what they're talking about, neither one. They don't know what they're talking about. They'll just mislead people. That's why your demonstrations are so short and quick, because you don't have much to talk about in your demonstrations, because you don't even know much about your products. I saw the specifications and whatchamacallit, it's a bunch of mumbo jumbo. And literally, it's like almost like you've been reading from a Star Trek script. polymers. Are you freaking lost your mind? The trapezoid triangle, or the polymer, left side of the moon, to the nucleus, to the 5 stars of the plantation. Yeah, right, man, please. A delivery system. Sure. Is she going through it or what? Look at this. She's not even responding. She's crazy. I'm about to put another fire stick in. She is not responding at all. Look at this. Fire sticks are weird. We got another one over here, but that is weird that she is not literally responding at all. No commands at all. You can see it, but no commands. She's not responding to anything. Right here. YouTube. This is why artificial intelligence freaks me out. It really does. Really freaks me out. Two quarts of paint pinned through the screen. Oh, God, I can't get over that. I just can't get over that. I've never heard. Usually rookies do that. When you first start off, you usually do that when you first start off. Trying to calculate how much paint it's going to take to paint that screen. That's why when you do that, it's best to do it quart by quart. If you do it quart by quart, it gives you a better understanding on how much paint it's physically going to take to do it. That's how I had to do the ceiling, because the ceiling's a weird shape. So I had to do the ceiling quart by quart to figure out exactly, when someone asks me about how much paint does it take to do the ceiling, I had to basically do it quart by quart. So no, it doesn't take a gallon. It literally takes 3 quarts to paint the ceiling. But she is tripping. Oh my God. Never mind, people. My fault. I'm sitting there hitting the remote control, right? And I'm thinking that this is the fire stick. No, this is the fire stick from upstairs in the theater room. Completely different fire stick. Duh! This is what happens when you have multiple fire sticks running into the house. Good gracious. I'm thinking like, what the frick is going on here? Yeah, see? When you have more, I got 8 fire sticks in my house. So imagine if you get these things mixed up, it's a personal nightmare. So the one we know for the theater room is this one. See that right there? Because when I was working on the silver paint, we're doing a silver screen with paint. We're doing ultimate complete silver. I touched the remote control, and that's how I got this one. Here we go. That's how this is the one for the theater room, because I disconnected all together. Center port. Sorry about that. It's like, you monster. I do work. Alright, let me see. I definitely have my keystone. It's like a little off here. Where's my menu at? Menu here. Yeah, we're on 1,000 lumens right now. We just swapped over. 1,000 lumens. 14 feet back. I need to go to this one right here. I need to go to my keystone right here. Nope, no, wrong one. Can we go down? Here we go. I'm gonna go back up this one. Okay, that's better. All right, let me see where we go. Now, mind you, this projector is old. This manufactured was discontinued in 1999. You know, Prince had the whole thing in 1999. You're around the time. Anyway, so it only does 4.3. That's it. It's the one we just had upstairs a few minutes ago. We had this upstairs, this projector upstairs. We were watching the demonstrations. Now we got it down here in the max out zone. All right, let's see. Let's go over to, we can put on Kitty over here, Kitty. Wow. Chewy, this thing doesn't even have an exit. Literally doesn't even have an exit. Just to show you where my projector's at. all the way over here. There's the screen right there. There's the meter right there. We don't have sound. This thing doesn't have sound attached to it. All right, here. All right. You talking about 3,000 lumens? Please. We do it at 1,000. Easy. This is how all the screen paints test. This is why we call the projector's nickname is Old Faithful. Old Faithful is used in every test demonstration of every product we make. And if the screen can pull up down here on Old Faithful in a max out zone, it can pull outside on Old Faithful. Guess what? Upstairs, cakewalk. Ah, kitty kitty. Hey, Taco Bear. Taco Bear, Taco Bear. Got hair everywhere. Taco Bear. Taco Bell, Taco Bell, Taco Bell. Bam, bam, bam. Taco Bell. Let's go. Sony 4K demonstrations. There we go. Dallas lumens parte. Max out zone. 14 feet from the screen. Anytime you want a challenge, I got a few for you. I actually got a few for you already. You haven't done yet. That's why you gotta watch how when you're watching these demonstrations, people doing these fake demonstrations, and then they fake ambient light demonstrations. Like taking 4x8 pieces of wood and leaning them across sofas, so that way when the light peeks out from under the blinds, they don't hit the bottom area of the screen. Crow did that one. We've seen that one. That was the fakest demonstration I've seen. There was so much light outside. That apartment was so dark, and there was so much light coming out around your peephole, around the edges of the curtains. You could clearly see it was probably like 12 noon outside. But you had that place pitch black dark and had a nerve to put lamps in there to make it seem like it was a well-lit area. Please, come on now. White screensaver. This is what your screen is going to go through. If we get it over here, you got a black paint, this is exactly what we're going to go through. We're going to drop it 1,000 lumens and do house paint against it. I'm even going to draw into your screen. Alright, it's not gonna read that way. Just have to go through 29 black tests. That's why we have to go through it. So I don't see why you can't go through it. Okay? I'm complaining. The environments are too dark to begin with. You know, having a well-lit environment to worry about. It's pretty easy to pass it. Hey, Dr. Bear! Dr. Bear! Dr. Bear! That way. I missed my portrait. I'm going to take this down and set up my portrait screen next. Because I'm tired looking at this. I'm not liking it all, but I want to go back to my portrait. Only got to change my portrait screen one time. So I'm going to set that back up. And I got to do another 180 inch. We're going to paint another 180 inch screen because I don't have my floor screen anymore. We have the 100, we got a 150 inch, but I don't want a 150 inch. I just seen a 180 inch floor. I want a 180 inch floor screen back again. All right, so I'm gonna take my everyday black house paint right here. Boom, boom, boom. Let's put this over here, right there. All right, and let's get ourselves some grade paint, some network grade 773. The stuff you guys should be testing against, but you're afraid to. So, you know, yeah, I'm calling you out. I'm calling you out. Go get that network grade 773. Stop being afraid of it. Do the demonstrations. If I can put this against my black screen at 1,000 lumens in the max out zone, I don't see why you can't do it at the end of the day. So stop being afraid. Go do it. We did this for the guy called Walker, Silent Walker. I doubt it at the end of the day. There ain't nothing silent about you, buddy boy. But let me explain something to you. Next time you do a demonstration, you want to talk about how Mr. Bird only uses 5,000 lumen projectors. Be careful. Like I said, research me first before you open your mouth because you might get embarrassed, which you just did. So anyway, he was running his mouth like, we use 5,000 lumen projectors. If you notice anything, if you saw any of the demonstrations that we constantly do, in order for any of the paints to earn their label, they got to go outside at 13 feet back, 6 o'clock in the evening, and they got to produce images off a screen at 1,000 lumens with Old Faithful behind us. But I guess you missed that one, didn't you? This is the demonstration we did for him. And on top of that, like I said, you don't have the screen paint. Because again, you can go up there and show, oh, this is the batch number. Again, every batch number is tied to a live video demonstration. I swear. I think some of you guys drink bleach. Now, as you claimed, and as Crow claimed in his demonstration, he said, well, our technology comes so dark you can't see it. It's funny how over 1,000 people over in Facebook have been checking out my stuff, and you know, they got a different opinion on that. All right, let me see. Let me move from here. So let's see if the white screen can turn my screen like the black screen. Isn't that interesting that this looks exactly like the guy who did the review on our product? Yeah, you're an idiot. You're definitely an idiot at the end of the day. I sat there and said on camera, and we did all the tests before the paint ever launched, before anybody ever got it, we had tests of this on 1,000 lumens. And I sat there and said, I bet you some dummy will come along and do something stupid, and we got to embarrass him. Oh, and there you are. There you go. I think next time before you take any pictures of an ID, just go dress up like a clown and take that picture. Because, yeah, we definitely made a clown out of you that day. Let me see which way we're going to go with this. We got this one right here. I gotta stop dropping so many remote controls on the floor. Not a good thing to do. All right, let's see, we gotta find a remote control for this one, people. The bird has carried it. Carried it to another world. PS4's on the floor. I gotta get ready to get the portrait mode screen. I'm gonna be going down and pick out lumber pretty soon. So we can start working on the massive lumber screen. I bet you $100 I took it with me upstairs. Usually that's what I do. Oh, no, I didn't. I left it way over here. Woo! Solid Walker, please. It couldn't be solid if your life depended on it. There you go. So the bottom line is, like I said, our screen comes up at a certain tone when it comes to white levels. The gray screen is pointing to white screen is pointing too high of a white level, and the black screen is coming up too dark. How? Watch this. Red screen. Let's see what happens. Now we're going to display the red screen. If you notice that the screen we have is producing a nice red where the black paint can't produce a white level and therefore it's coming up too dark. And the gray screen doesn't produce a high enough contrast level and too high of a white level where it is coming up, what is it? Too light. Where our screen paint is pulling a perfect balance. Because in order for you to be to pull on black technology, I don't know how it works with gray, but in black technology, you have to have a perfect balance of white light and you have a perfect balance of black. So you notice when we show the snow level or the white level, people are probably thinking, well, that level is going to pull the highest. No, that's a bad sign. If your screen's pulling too high of a white level, it's an extremely bad sign, which means you crossed over to being a white screen at the end of the day. Isn't that interesting? Okay, snow screensavers. I guess that whole theory about me using 5,000 projector in this demonstration is pretty much out the door. I mean, we're over here on 1,000 lumens right now, right? Let's see. Let's go over to Winter Wonderland over here. Or maybe the theory someone was saying that, hey, guess what? His screen paint doesn't work in a dark environment. How dumb can you be? Have you seen this area down here lit up? Have you? 180-inch screen displayed on the floor, screen here, screen here, screen here. Have you seen that one? Have you? All right, let's try with the lights out. Let's see if the screen has a chance with the lights out. Have you seen that one? I think the minute somebody made that comment, I just got finished doing a demonstration on a 180-inch screen outside, and we just came from outside in the dark. And they just made that dumb comment. Like Crow made this dumb comment. We said, oh, his product doesn't work on 4K. Good gracious. Again, crack a book at the end of the day. You do know we had a dedicated 4K screen paint for the PX747 ViewSonic projector. I did an unboxing and had the screen paint in videos to demonstrate it. Man, what do you guys, seriously, at the end of the day, where do you guys come with this stuff, man? You go over to the desperate barrel. That's what you're down there digging desperately for something. Just trying to get something on Mr. Bird. I gotta get something. I need this. It's destroying me. I haven't seen anything yet. Wait till the gunmetal gets here. I'm gonna wipe you guys clean. He's destroying me. It's just unfair. It's not right. Look, at the end of the day, you guys want to talk about my religion. You want to talk about this. You want to talk about that. All you do is run your mouths all day long. And you don't back nothing up. Not a thing. Same dark environment, same poor excuses, same projectors, same screen, day in and day out, day in and day out. You don't show nothing new at all. You haven't developed any new technology in the last 5 years. Nothing. If anything, everything you have, I've already designed already. All your screen paints, I've designed already. I can go back and show you a ton of archives of all the stuff on the digital and crystal screen paint. All the demonstrations you're doing, we did them already. Only difference is you're just using projectors that we didn't have at that particular time. We gave you one simple challenge. A projector swap out. That's what we gave them. A simple 1-year swap out. A year will go by fast. Trust me. You're just going to have to go through a lot of crap while you're doing it. Can't get on camera and talk about quality because the screen looks like crap. Oh man, cry. When do crows actually do cry? technically not trying to be rude here, but you really should go on yourself the picture because your product's not black. It's actually gray. I mean, if we're going to be technical about the whole thing. And you want to rant, Karen, about this. You want to rant, Karen, about that. Blah, 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 blah. Let's do this one. TLC 4K demonstration. Why didn't cry about every little thing? My goodness. Bunch of freaking Karens at the end of the day. Don't do your demonstrations correctly. Cut corners every chance you can get. Lie on camera. Lie on your website. Specifications don't add up. You can't even put proper specifications in your freaking website. They don't even match up. One guy sitting there, the drying time is like 3 different drying times. One sitting there saying 5 to 7, freaking 1 to 5, and freaking 24 hours. Which one is it? You don't even know the drying time on your process is. Your demonstration part there was so complicated, you made multiple mistakes in your demonstration. Even toward the end, when you're supposed to be painting this so-called, you got a graph chart to show how you have to paint out the line of paint. You didn't even do that correctly. Spud up the camera like nobody was going to notice it. And then do all that, go through all that crap just to freaking have the theater room match the screen. Oh man, that had to hurt. And then you talking about poly and all this weird, come on man. Seriously, we put water in because it works at the delivery system because it will evaporate. Say something about a paint pan, that's the last we heard of it in the demonstration. You don't know what you're doing at the end of the day, you really don't. Like I said, I got a better chance of basically cracking the Da Vinci Code before you guys figure out how to make a proper screen paint with instructions that people here on Earth can understand. Next time you do one, put chapters in it. It'll be much easier. Chapter 1, stirring the paint. Literally 15 minutes to stir paint. Are you kidding me? Was it 15 minutes? Yeah, 15. Was it 15 minutes? Right around 15 minutes to stir paint. You got to go one way clockwise and another way clockwise. My goodness. I swear, the Da Vinci Code. I can forget the Da Vinci Code before I forgot that mess. God, that's horrible. Like, yeah, I probably could figure out advanced trigonometry before I actually understand how your freaking instructions work at the end of the day. I'm like, I keep expecting every time your demonstration to see Nicolas Cage pop up and say, we're almost getting close. We're just about there. And then you had the nerve to do Batman. You did Batman. Come on, man. Your contrast levels aren't showing up for that. All right, where do we have the remote control on this? And that answers your question with the lights out. That don't work either. Oh, I'm trying. Let's go with 4K snow demonstrations. Up on there. So that black paint doesn't pull up anywhere? Because it can't. Black paint doesn't match our technology at all. That's how we know somebody has mixed black paint and did a fake review, because if there's any black paint in it, it will come up that dark. That's how we know. And that's why we know about you, Walker boy, how you went in and faked the demonstration. I think you didn't realize that we had done these tests already. Come on, man, I cover everything. I back everything. I'm always 2 steps ahead. I'll tell you that from the door. Right? You just made yourself like another fool. That's why I call you guys the Three Stooges. Oh, yeah. See how that looks exactly like your demonstration? That's why I said, have your lawyer call me. Get a lawyer, have him call me. Because you're going to need one. You're definitely going to need one. We're definitely going to sue this guy. We're definitely going to sue him. But get your lawyer to contact me. My number's right there. You can call me anytime he wants. I want to talk with him. Because I'm letting him know exactly what you did and why we're going to sue you. I ain't working out no plea deals, none of that. We ain't doing any of that. I'm going to clean your closet. I'm going to take everything from you. Usually some people, I try to give them the benefit of the doubt, but you're an idiot. doing something that dumb, especially with a batch number attached to it on top of that, showing the product before it launched, and you still went out and did something that stupid. Yeah, I'm gonna clean your clock. So if you take black paint and you try to fake the demonstration, this is how black paint shows up on a product. And mind you, not a 5,000 lumen, buddy, that you explained in your video. You said, hey, 5,000 lumen, that's what you use. That's how you're making it so bright. You're an idiot. That's 1,000 lumens sitting behind me right now. So how come the 1,000 lumen and the black paint looks exactly like your demonstration? I hope you own your house. Don't worry, I'm gonna slap a lean on it anyway. What have you got slapping leans on it? You deserve it. You people at the end of the day, don't get mad at me and say, oh, but that's for nothing. You deserve it. Don't do dumb stuff. You ever heard the term, don't play get on stupid games, you don't win stupid prizes? This guy won the whole entire grand prize if the price is right. Common sense will tell you, I do these tests. I'm very thorough about my tests. Now, you just joined the whole group. Like Partey. We didn't even know who Partey was. Never even knew who Partey was at all. Partey just popped up out of the scene running his mouth. I bet you wish you never met me. At the end of the day, you got embarrassed. Not only did I prove your product to be crap at the end of the day, but your videos are crap. You fake demonstrations, stuff on your website, you can't back up at the end of the day, and we got you to cancel orders and put money back in my account. And I got you to shut your website down. You shut the website down, he refused to open up his shopping carts for at least about 2 months because he's afraid we were going to place an order. And then when 2022 came and he said having a new product, he bought 3 of his products and haven't put the money right back in our account. Should have mind your own business. Listening to Crow. See, that's what got you in that situation. And Crow's sitting over there trying to figure out how I guess you're going to ignore the demonstrations. Anytime you do a demonstration on a P2, it just clearly shows you at the end of the day, you can't swap your projector up for a 720p. And if you can't do that, that means at the end of the day, how are your customers saving money? Where are they saving any money at the end of the day if they have to buy that projector to get the image to look good because you can't even change out the projector because you know it's going to look bad without the projector? Ah, man, you guys, that's what I said. It's best to just leave Mr. Bird alone. Let Mr. Bird sit in his backyard. Let me sit over there and work, do what I need to do, make my product. But if I'm selling too much paint and my product is blowing up, y'all get mad. Y'all start getting upset. Let's figure a way to tear him down. All you did was just poke the bull. That's all you did. You got impaled by the horns. Now you're sitting there trying to figure out how to get out of the situation now. And tomorrow, not today, I'm going to post your receipts on the form site. So people can see, as a customer, when I purchased from you, how you treated me. How you left nasty messages in there and how you gave me back my money over and over again and again and again and again and again. Clearly showing you can't back your product. I told you not to cancel. Told you not to cancel. I warned you not to cancel. And you go cancel the order like an idiot. Then we got the video where basically you scanned this and sent this black paint. Posting that one too. But at the end of the day, how can you get mad at me, people? Hey, they did it to themselves. All you had to do was just carry yourself in a professional way. Have the paint shipped to my door so we can do the unboxing. That's all you had to do. No, you sent me black paint. You gave me ammunition. So I can go to any website and go, look, here we go. The forum site, yeah, dealing with Crow 1176 on his YouTube channel. This is the paint he shipped us. This is the unboxing, the product we got. This is the black product. This is basically the, we want our claim against him on PayPal, so and so and so. Done. Here's receipts from him cursing us out, being very unprofessional, calling us this, calling us that. This is the email he sent to us saying that we could buy whatever we want, insulting us in the email. This is an email from Partey calling us blanking this and blanking that and blanking this and blanking that. You're going to post your emails. It should be in the day how unprofessional you are. Why would you even send that to me to begin with? Yep. You're getting posted tomorrow. Good luck. Get my phone. I'm going to go up there and go into my email account. I'm going to download all the pictures I need to download. I'm going to go over to the 4 forum sites we're attached to. Your name has been mentioned in 3 of those sites. People are asking if your products were good. I'm going to answer that question for them. I'm going to show them hard evidence of email messages We've contacted and told you things that you said nasty back and forth to us, even going to your website, even discussing and talking directly to you. We got all that recorded. Told you it was in the, I told you, and I sat there and said, act professional. But nope. So now you're going to get exposed. Part A, your cancellations will be up there also too. If you want, you can post my oh, I forgot, I don't have any cancellations. Yeah. Okay, let's move on. Let's see. Blue screen. See? You don't know anything about screen paint. So the problem is that, see, if you take a dark mix, like a black and gray mix or whatever, you try to make a darker mix, the problem is that your white levels will start to drop dramatically, extremely fast. So that means you come up with very dark and dirty images, like the UV mix did when we put it against the Daylight's new gunmetal screen. The gunmetal screen can produce a high white level because it has to reflect the surface. That's the whole purpose of why they have to reflect the surface, to generate more white light because the screen is darker. But the problem with the gray screen paint, it has a problem because once you drop that black paint into it, that pretty much seals it right there. That's what the screen is going to basically, it's going to try to pull white light, but it's going to be blocked. So that's why you're seeing the screen produce blue here on our technology, but on the black paint, it's having a difficult time trying to maintain the white light to give a bright enough image to produce blue because the screen can't generate white light. Where the gray screen, on the other hand, doesn't have enough contrast and can't produce a dark enough, rich enough color. So when I say white screen, and if you see my screen come up with a certain tone, that's the tone we need to see. Because that's the tone to allow us to show us the screen is actually pulling a well-balanced level. And I'm pretty sure you were never told this in any of their demonstrations. Their demonstrations are like, okay, we're going to take this projector right here, and we're going to hit the screen. Look at the colors. Look at the... Man, if you, like I said, you got to get up out of your chair to walk over and show a contrast level. There's something wrong with your screen. Let's see. Oh, we got light blue. Check that out, light blue. See how the gray screen can't pick up light blue because it can't see color. White levels are too high. Black screen can't pick it up. Not enough. White level's not high enough. Want to check out gray? Let's check out gray. This would be fascinating since that screen's gray. Let's see what happens. Gray screen. Got dark gray over here. So as you can see, our screen's producing the dark gray because all this is black around here. See? That can't pull it up and that can't pull it up. Interesting. Isn't that interesting? Let's go pop over to pure gray. This is pure gray. Neither one can pick it up. Ooh, look how amazing that looks. Isn't that beautiful? That's gorgeous, ain't it? Let's go back over here. So, yeah. When we see demonstrations of the screen coming up dark like that, we automatically open the door. It's black paint. That's what they're using. They try to make it look like our product. The only thing is we can come in and back it up. As Crow, you have not come in and backed up your product next to Network Gray 773? Not yet, have you? See, again, I came back in. This is my third time doing this. Came in, did a demonstration, 1,000 lumens, max out zone, more light than all you guys using your demonstrations, showing my screen off right here against black paint and Network Gray 773. So what I'm asking for you two to do is I need you, Part A, to go over to Sherwin-Williams and pick up a gallon of that software gray. And Crow, I need for you to go over and get that Network Gray 773 and put it against your product. And while you're there, don't forget to get the what's that called? Bare Silver Screen 2, 3, 4, and 5. I want you to do the same demonstration you did on the video you deleted off your account and match it against your product. I don't really care what projector you use at the end of the day. I really don't. You can use a 4K if you want, don't care. You just can't match that screen. And you got to be at 13 feet away from that screen, which means no walking over, none of that. I want to see a difference between night and day. See how my screen is here? See a difference between night and day? That's what I want to see. Now, I guarantee he doesn't do that. I'm going to give Crow so many challenges. He's going to live in Disney World when we get done with him. You should have left the bull alone. Bull was sitting there grazing, minding his own business. Minding his own business. And you dummies had to come along and poke me while I was in my cage, minding my own business. Now you're sitting there running through a cornfield while you got like 1,000-pound bull on top of you about to impale you with a horn. So let's get it done, gentlemen. Because I'm doing mine right now just for fun. Let's try purple. Purple screen. So what's the difference between Mr. Bird's product and black paint and gray paint? There we go. What's the difference between Crow and Partey and everyday household paints? And yes, I've done more than one paint. I've actually went down to Lowe's and I picked up 4 different black paints. That's what I drew into the screen in that demonstration. Not only did I draw into the screen, but I went over and painted over the screen 3 times. Drew it again, painted it over, drew it again, painted it over, dry it. I'm going to put that link up. You got to check that out. That demonstration is quite remarkable. So that doesn't match my screen. Let's think here. What about pink? Maybe pink will. Pink screen. I know this is embarrassing, guys. I know it's embarrassing. Nope, ain't matching that either. Oh man, I'm telling you, this is getting done. I'm trying to do your demonstration. I really am. I'm trying my hardest. I'm trying. All right, I am. I'm putting an effort. I'm trying. Let's try. Let's try brown screen. Yep, came out of YouTube altogether. Let's go back in. Brown screen. Here we go. We got brown. Let's see if one of these will work. All right, let's go over here to this brown right here. We got brown right here. This comes up. Nope, it's not matching. It's not matching. I'm trying. I'm trying. You know why I'm being sarcastic, right? Because we've done these tests already. I've done these tests over and over again. It's not even funny. I'm telling you I've done these tests. But I'm doing this is now for fun. And you guys are struggling with network gray. Let me see. Tangerine orange. Tangerine orange screensaver. There we go. Let's try this one. See if this works. Nope, it ain't working. See, it's crazy how you. Okay, no calibrating. We just blowing right through. Let's go get another one. Boom. That ain't working. Let's try another one. Boom. Oh, we got a commercial. Let's hit the commercial run. No, let's try this one. Slow color change out. Now, what was that Walker about me using 5,000 lumens to make my screen produce? You talked all that nonsense on camera just to make you look like an idiot in a couple minutes. There we go. I'm gonna do a slow color change out. Now, the naysayer is gonna be upset to me. Oh, he's not a professional. He's not this and that. No. When you basically run your mouth and you can't back up your product and somebody can, it's not called being a professional. It's called shutting you up at the end of the day. That's what it's called. Next time, mind your business and keep your mouth shut. When I design my new gunmetal technology, mind your business. Because if you don't, what I'll do is I'll buy all your stuff and I'll wipe everything out in one hit and I'll embarrass you. I really won't embarrass you. I'll give you a challenge you will not be able to lift your head up from. Mind your business. What I do over here is my business. What I design over here is my business. The money I make is my business at the end of the day. As long as I'm backing my product and I'm being true to my customers, that's my business. You guys are sitting there running your mouth about me and you can't even back your products up at the end of the day. And I got to come out here and embarrass you. Let me see. Where are we going to go next? J&K 4K demonstration. Very Bluetooth color, so there's no point going through that. We're done with all that. Let me see. Oh, I got to go with Skyworth food demonstration. Skyworth food demonstration. Now you see that right there? See that on the red cup right there? See how that paint could not pick up that color in the red right there because it doesn't have a high enough contrast level. And you see right here with the contrast level, it's having a hard time picking up any color, any white levels because it's too dark. There you go. That's our acrylic paint demonstrations. Black paint. And we're still trying to figure out how to hand you, buddy, at the end of the day. I'm trying to figure out how we're going to go about suing you. I mean, like I said, I can be brutal with this and I can strip everything from you and leave you out in the street homeless with you and your family. Or I can go with a mercy call on this. So I'm thinking about basically what we need to do is bring you in a small claims court. I'll see about maybe for 60 grand. That should be good right there. Because what I'm going to hit you with, if I was going to hit you with something really, really bad, you'd be messed up at the end of the day. I'm trying to figure a way how your family doesn't get affected by this. Maybe we can garnish your paycheck or something, or income tax, something. Maybe if we can take your income tax, I'll deal with that. But some way, you got to pay for this one way or another. You had no business touching my stuff. No one told you to touch my copyrights. So we're trying to strategize how to handle taking this guy out because he has a family, mind you, at the end of the day. And his family shouldn't have to suffer because he's a complete idiot. Doesn't have any common sense. So I'm trying to figure out how to go about doing this because I don't think your family members should suffer because you're a dummy. You got no common sense whatsoever. But you are going to get sued. That's definitely going to happen. So we're trying to figure a way to go about it where basically you won't have to, your family won't have to take a hit. Because honestly, touching a copyright, you got to be kidding me. That's a serious, serious fine, buddy, at the end of the day. I could easily get you for 100 grand with no problem. You touched my copyright 13 times without my permission. First time it's different because basically you can easily say, well, I didn't know so and so and so. And they might just give you a little slap on the wrist, a small fine, that's basically about it. But you did it 13 times. Even if I got you for $10,000 for each 13, you know how much money that's going to add up to at the end of the day? But because you have a family, I don't think they should go through that crap at the end of the day. Because you're an idiot. You and common sense are definitely not best friends at the end of the day. Party, on the other hand, buddy, I don't care about you in the day. I'm straight suing the daylights out of you. No one gave you permission to touch my pictures or do what you did with it. No, I'm definitely going to sue the daylights out of you. You're definitely going to get hit. And that Solid Walker 5, yeah, I'm going to clean your freaking clock when I get done with you. You guys going to pay me some good money. At the end of the day, don't touch people's stuff. You don't see me making memes. I don't do that stuff. I'm an adult. I don't get time to be sitting making memes for people. I don't do that cartoon nonsense in the day. If anything, if I'm going to come against you, I'm going to show my product blowing your stuff out of the water. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take your stuff, put it against mine, and I'm going to level your stuff. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you challenges that I know at the end of the day that you can't complete. That's what I'm going to do. But I'm not doing all that other nonsense. Send you emails with a bunch of curse words all in it. I don't do that nonsense, no. And you sending me all this stuff at the end of the day, think you're being funny. Now I got this stuff in my hand. It's evidence. I can go to any site and post this with no problem. What you going to do? File a lawsuit? You're the one that posted to begin with. As you stuff you sent to me. So at the end of the day, no. It's nothing you can do about it. Not a thing. Well, you going to get mad because I posted receipts? Can't go to court for posting a receipt for what? It's my receipt. I paid for it. It came to me. So it's off your website. It's your job as a freaking, you're the one that did it to yourself. So you're going to say, Your Honor, I want to sue him because I canceled the order when he placed an order and I feel like he slandered me. How would it be slandered? You canceled the order. And not only did you cancel the order, but you left an insulting message on top of it too. Now, very professional. So yeah, I'm going to post them. Have your lawyer call me anytime. Your real lawyer, not that fake nonsense in the backyard you did. Have a real lawyer contact me. Give me the law firm, everything. I want the whole 9 yards. And that's another thing. This guy sat in the backyard with a fake lawyer. No, he wasn't even a real lawyer today, running his mouth. Good. Oh my goodness, man. Pro, you on part? You guys, at the end of the day, I swear you had the Three Stooges. Guys are the Three Stooges at the end of the day. All right, we got no colors, nothing matching the screen, nothing at all. Too easy. Too freaking easy. Now see, look, people, I came on here. I showed my screens in a fully lit environment. I even dropped it down to 1,000 lumens. We did black paint, we did gray paint against our product, we did white levels, we did color, we did it all, right? Now all I'm asking for you two to do is get rid of your projectors for 1 year. You know the rules. Move all that furniture and stuff away from your windows. Be in a fully lit environment. Meters must be displayed. Meters. Oh, you know what? It's got to be a penalty because you didn't listen. So now your meters got to max out. No fives, no eights. You got to max out now. So all demonstrations, 1,000 lumen projectors now on. No, I don't care about no set. This is gonna be 720p. It's gonna be 600 by 800. 720p at only 1,000 lumens now. Because I told you, every time you guys ignore the freaking challenge, I'm going to keep upping the ante. I'm going to make it even harder. At first, it was only 720p. You could use any projector on the 720p. Didn't make a difference. Now you got to be at 1,000 lumens. If we're doing 1,000, you got to do 1,000. You got to match us now. I can make it worse. I can make it where basically you have to match my screen size too. So any room I display in, you're going to have to match that screen size. You know, that's going to get pretty tight. So what we're going to do is we're going to give the challenge again. As I said before, it's a 1 year swap out, okay? No one be nice. You don't forget the 1,000. You can use what you want in 720p. It's got to be 720p. So use Epson. 1 year. Take out the P2 projector out of your environment. Stick it in the closet. I don't care where you put it at. And you have to use a 720p projector for 1 year. As in the rules, you must have a meter present. Meter must be on the floor. Can't be near any windows or doors. Must be in the center. Boom, 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 like we have over here. All demonstrations must be done live. All demonstrations must be done in a fully lit environment, including contrast demonstrations. All done in fully lit environments. Must be between 13 to 14 feet from the screen. All demonstrations done live. Do you guys understand that one right there? I'll put a list below. I guarantee they're not going to do it. I guarantee Chris will go over to Disney World. He's going to be at Disney World so much this summer, I swear they're going to know him by name. Like, oh, yeah, I know your name is Fernando Gonzalez. Yeah, hey, come on in. Yeah, because that's where you go when you can't do challenges. You can't back your product up. Oh, and I forgot to add. Not only do you have to do 1 year, but every demonstration must include network grade 773. So let's see if he doesn't. How many times have I been asking him to do this? So what theory are you going to have against Mr. Bird? He's using high-end projectors? No, we kind of did that multiple times. And here in the fully lit environment, maxed out zone, we did that already. Let me see. Can't be using up-to-date projectors. We don't got none of them here. We don't need 4Ks. We don't have any 1080ps. We have 1080ps, yeah, but barely use them. Let's see. Not in a dark environment. I don't calibrate my projectors at the end of the day. My projectors don't cost an arm and a leg. So, yeah. Part taste by after my screens don't take 9 hours to paint in. I can paint all these in no time at all. Yeah. And we don't do that whole fake. Oh yeah, the Optima system, whatever everything is called. Can you break that down for us, please? Can you do a demonstration of doing 1 and 2, 1, 2, 3, and then do one at 1, 2, 3, 4? Just miss a couple of the steps. And then show that if there's a difference if you miss a step. So what he needs to do is all the screens must have the final coating, but they have to be missing steps. So you can have first one, can you have just 1 and final coating. You can have 1, 2 and final coating, 1, 2, 3. No, before like a 1 or 2, or actually 3 and 4 and final coating. Just mix it up and tag it so we can see that this optical system that you're talking about, this is the building system. You are building a screen. What happens if you miss some of the steps? What is the outcome? Do you really have to do 4 coats of paint of your product? Can't you just put the first one on and be done? Oh, and you need one with just the first one only. So when you do that and you hit that with a projector, like say if 1, 2, and 3 are too dark, or this one producing, or the color in this one's washed out, or the white levels are too high in this one. Say all the screens are showing a difference, but the one in the middle is showing the exact same screen the way it should be. Then that would prove that you would have to do those different coats in order to get the screen to perform that way. That's what I need for you to do. Break it down. Just like if I show you what happens if you hit our screen with black paint. Even at 1,000 lumens, it doesn't pull up. Now, once I go into my mode of basic testing, we won't be talking about you guys too much because I got a gunmetal to develop. So I got to concentrate on my gunmetal. But we will give you a list of tests we need for you to do. And if you don't complete those tests, like I said, I can have my testers go get your product and test against network grade 773. We do it that way. Or I can have all your stuff shipped down here and I can do it myself. So we're giving you the opportunity to back your product. I do this with everybody. I give you the opportunity to back your product. So you have a month to do the challenge. You have a month. And remind you, this is for 1 year. So we're just the reason for the challenge is to show that, as I said before, a lot of these fake mixers out here have to depend on high-end, high-powered projectors to make the screens look amazing. They have to do this. But what happens if you remove that? Or is your screen going to show the same quality at the end of the day without the projector, with a projector of a lower caliber? Now, if we gave them 1 day, Crow will pick out certain select videos just to get past that 1 day. No, but this is going to be a full year. Unless you're planning to do the same video over and over and over again for 1 year, but sooner or later, you're going to have to do contrast in certain videos, and they're not going to look the same as the P2. If you're telling your customers that all that quality is coming from that screen, it's not. It's coming from your projector. So that's why the fact that you're fighting this and you don't want to do this clearly shows that we're right. You were mistaken. I'm going to take my projector back upstairs. You were mistaken. Staking like Kevin Bacon. Now, I told you before, everybody should know me by now. I'm not going to come down here and talk without backing it up. I back everything up. That's what I like to do. And Park say, next time you show meter readings, show a meter at least in the video, please, okay? You sitting there bouncing numbers, this is what it is. No, it ain't. You're probably not even nowhere close to that in that dark environment. You probably coming at 150. And 225 is not bright. Just to let you know. That is nowhere near bright. Get one of these numbers to pop up. Then you get back to me, all right? Do that at 1,000 lumens. Do that demonstration against black paint and that network gray. You get back to me on that one. Guys are too freaking easy at the end of the day, I swear. I make this up if I wanted to. Too easy. Too easy. Let me see. I'm gonna grab my meter too. I did some Pac-Man today down here too. Light it up. Some Pac-Man. Oh, too easy. Too freaking easy. Sitting there with the sofa, blocking the window light. Come on, man. You got a nerd to be talking trash on camera. There you go. Screen still going off. Taco, what's going on, buddy boy? What's going on, Taco? Taco de Stereo with the stereo. You chilling today, you relaxing? Is it a relaxed day? Sorry about that. Got a cane with me. There we go. There you go. You're good, you're good, you're good. You're good. Shh, it's okay. Shh. You came in here, Taco de Stereo with the stereo. With the stereo. The mixes, making the mixes. It's all about the mixes, making the mixes. The mix. Making them fake mixes, the mixes. All about making the mixes. Make that mix. Make that mix. Make that mix. Too easy. They're right, Taco. Is it too easy, Taco? Just keep crushing. Too easy. Don't give us no challenge. Never give Mr. Bird a challenge. You always talk trash and never give me a challenge. Same dumb nonsense every day from him. A whole lot of trash. You can't even back it up. Now you see how easy that screen pops on up here? How easy, and I got it pushed all the way up because if I have it down here, it's not, it's too easy. It's no challenge for me. So I bring it higher up so it connects to the light better. See what I mean? That's where my projector sits over there, right? That is 1,000 lumens. You see, I look downstairs. That's where we test them at. That's why we have them in such harsh conditions down there. Because if that thing can pull up down there under that testing we just put underneath of, going against black paint, going against green paint, and still maintaining those colors with no problem. Come on. That's why I don't have to buy expensive projectors at the end of the day. That's why I don't have to calibrate. To be in dark environments like they have to be at the end of the day because the screens don't work. I got to keep coming in here and embarrassing you guys every single time. I don't learn nothing. Round, Taco Kitty, round. Outer Space 4K screensaver. Taco, what's the deal with my curtains over here, buddy? Huh? I gotta replace them because of you. Messing my curtains up. See? That's how it's done. I can watch outer space where my screen sitting in a bay of windows where my projector sits 18 feet from my screen. My projector sits in eco mode behind me. And you guys are sitting up there in these dark, poorly lit environments with very little light coming in. See my windows right here? These are veneer curtains. I like these because I can have light push through here and light can push through here. No shades, none of that nonsense at all. And my screen comes in at 127 inches. I can display off my ceiling if I choose to. At 2600 lumens, BenQ short throw projector. What are we gonna play over here anyway? Let's see. I want to do the snowflakes. I like the white snowflakes. Ooh, I got a better one. Beautiful blue clouds screensaver. I like this one. I'm gonna do this one for the night. Yeah, I'm doing this one for the night. That's what I'm gonna do for the night. I like this setup with the white lights and everything. Beautiful. Taco, again, away from the stand. You and my obsession with my stand. Leave it be, please. Thank you. All right, make sure which is which. That is this one. The top. What's this one? That is nothing color. Let's see what's coming. Let's see what this one. Oh, this has got to be this one then. Yep, that's that one right there. All right, I'm gonna get them mixed up. That goes there. think I grabbed the one for, oh, that's one for that one. Okay, that's good. Then what's this one right here? We grabbed the one. We got another one in our pocket. Hold on. Oh, this is the one for this one. I don't know what the frick she's up there talking about. I just watched that so I can spin out of control up there. What the frick is she talking about? What's going on here? That's why, and not to be rude, so you can understand, this is why I laugh when I watch you do demonstrations in the dark. Either any of you, I laugh because I can see where you guys are basically hiding your screens in the dark. See how that screen? There's no tan that's coming up on the screen. It's black from corner to corner. That's what you're supposed to be able to pull up. They went to the screen thing. See? This is what you call ambient rejection technology. Not that fake stuff you guys got. And by the way, the door has nothing to do with the screen in the room over here. Neither do the windows on this side here and here. If the screen was in this environment, yes, the door would have something to do with it. I don't do those fake call demonstrations. We got a ton of light coming from the kitchen. That has nothing to do with what's going on here. All right, well, that's pretty much basically about it. So they can understand exactly how an ambient light environment is supposed to look at the end of the day. Stop doing these fake demonstrations, embarrassing yourselves. Now, next week I got a gunmetal technology. If you feel you want to run your mouth about that too, I order your product and I'll watch you cancel out one by one and put my money back in my account because you can't back your products at the end of the day when I can. This is my hold on a cloudy day. And you're talking about freaking 225? Really? I told you. This area right here is easy for us to thrive in. Nothing going on down here. My kitchen doesn't pick up jack in there. Because my kitchen's so bright. I wonder how much light Taco's room has. I'm curious. We're going to go in Taco's room. See what Taco's readings are. Let's go in here real quick. I'm going to check out in here real quick. So we're checking out on a cloudy day. Mind you, I got my meter on the floor right here. I don't want it up here. I've seen people put them on the chair, try to bounce, get more light out of it. No, we don't do that. I've got it on hold. I don't want it too close near the windows. So keeping it on the floor below, so nothing's hitting it. And mind you, we don't have any sunlight pushes on a cloudy day. I don't have it over here. I put it right there. That's where I want it at. I don't want it over here. If I put it right here, it's going to be, look at him, look at him. If I put it over here, it's going to be disrupted. You got it, buddy boy. You want it? Go ahead. Ain't bothered by it. Come on. Come on, boy. Get it. Wow. You got to talk. I got to get him something with a spring cord. I'm going to build you something with a spring cord on it. You'll like that. Spark this in. Like, what is that, man? What is that? Don't taunt me, man. Don't taunt me. All right. So, right here by the door. Let's show you what we get by the door. I'm not going to put it by the door. I'm going to put it right over by the fireplace. We got it right there. So when I set a screen here, now imagine up here, this is basic normal light for us. Downstairs in the basement, these meters don't pick up. So if we can take 1,000 lumen, we could run it downstairs in an area where meters don't even register. Up here is nothing. And you're bragging about 220, 225? If I put you in the macros on, your stuff would wash out down there. Let's go to the kitchen. Well, we can't be over there. We definitely can't be here because it's not going to. We're right here. Let me see. Now, this is me here. My kitchen don't pick up. That's how bright my kitchen is. I have to put it behind here. I can't have it anywhere here because it won't pick up. We got to bring it over here to pick up. This section, we got 573. I'm gonna go check out tacos. I wonder how much light tacos I'm pushing in. This is why we don't put the meter here. If we put the meter here, we're gonna have an issue because this light's going to disrupt the image. We can't put it here because I got too much light coming in from here to here. That's going to disrupt it. The neutral area will be there to put it at. If I stick it here, in the middle of this area right here, we get that's what we pick up here in the middle. And that's coming from that light right there. So we have light coming from here, here, and over in here. That's why I said, anywhere in this house, man, your readings don't pick up. My attic is crazy bright. Taco, let's check out your room. It's my staircase. As we start getting upstairs, it starts pushing. That's embarrassing, Partey. You see where I got it at? So I don't want it near the window here. We don't want it here, right? We got it right here. And the lights are not even on. Look at that. They're not even on. My cat's room is brighter than your freaking living room. Tacos. That's sad. Ain't that right, Taco? Taco's room is brighter than your freaking theater room right now. Crow, Taco's room. That is messed up. My cat's room is brighter right now. Ain't that right, buddy boy? I'm gonna fix your bed for you because it ain't fluffy. You want it super fluffy, right? I want it super fluffy, Dad. I want it super fluffy. Here you go. Is it good? Super fluffy. Got it super fluffy up in here. His room maxed out. That's embarrassing, boys. That's embarrassing. My Taco's room is brighter than yours. You haven't had the TV on in a while. I'm gonna hook this up for you. I'm gonna hook it up right now for you. I got you. I got you. I know you want to watch. You want to watch. You want to watch. You got the birds on. What about the birds? You want to watch the birds? Did you get the birds on? Check this out. Taco, they get the birds? Yeah, I know. They got the birds on. I'm about to put them on right now. You ready? Taco, look. Look, it's right there. It's on right now. Yeah, it's on right now. Yeah, this is better. Mm-hmm. Look, right there. All right, enjoy, buddy. That's going to be on for about an hour. I can't believe it. My cat's room maxed out. We're done. We're done. I'm done from here. You know what? That's what, honestly, when y'all show me that weak little 20, 25, 225, my cat's room is brighter than your freaking house right now. Your theater room, my cat's room is brighter. His room maxed out. I didn't think he had that much light in there at the end of the day. Good gracious. Taco's room is brighter than your room. Oh, by the way, Taco's projector is 2,500 lumens. You got an Optima. His projector is an Optima portable projector. His is at 2,500 lumens. All right, we finished up here. I got to go grab myself something to eat for the day. I got groceries coming in. But it just shows you at the end of the day, these people fake their demonstrations at any chance they get. That environment, when I sit there and tell you, and I'm looking at an environment, and I'm telling you, the environment's too dark, the environment's too dark. He was blocking so much light, that environment wasn't even funny. His screen was sitting up under that lip, number one. Number two, that one window you had in the corner, you had the sofa blocking half of that. Then you had the shades pulled down. They should have been pulled all the way up. Condensed lighting wasn't making no contact with your screen, and your screen washed out multiple times, especially when it came to black levels. The colors all completely washed out. Your lumen readings, your lux readings, you were calling off. You didn't even have a meter there showing you actually were getting these readings at the end of the day. Even at that, you thought 225 was high. 225 is nothing. You got to max out. And you got to max out and do it at 1,000 lumens. And not only do it at 1,000 lumens, but you got to show a difference between your product. Like I said, we can take that black paint, put up there, and do that gray paint, and we can show you where our product's going to pull higher and better color, better white levels, and still maintain with no problem whatsoever at 1,000 lumens in a maxo zone. We're done. Contact some people, do some zombie killing, have some fun for the day, and like I said, however way you want to go with it, people. You can basically go out there and spend $4,000 or $5,000 for certified screens, which we tested our products on, and they haven't even done yet. They still haven't done diamond yet. Or, bottom line, you can deal with a cheap screen paint product that's outdated, something we designed years ago. And like I said before, it's not ambient light rejection. It's basically going to have you hooked up to an expensive projector. You will be calibrating at the end of the day, and you will be stuck in a dark environment. Because there's no way in the world I would have my living room looking that dark. I like how he basically had the cookie cutter screen under the fireplace, and that place was fully lit when he had that screen there. But using the other screen, it wasn't even fully lit. Which means you had the environment deliberately darkened because you knew the screen was going to wash out. So at the end of the day, like I said, our technology is the best. And we can back it up. Look at it. 190-degree viewing angle. Boom. Boom. Look at that. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, people, I got to go. I'm having too much fun. God bless. Boom, boom, boom.